Today we are going to discuss important questions of chapter first, that is Harappan Civilization. Question number one is, who was John Marshall and how did he mark the change in the Indian archaeology? So there is two part in the question. So the answer of first part is, John Marshall was the Director General of the Archaeological Survey of India. His contribution in the Indian archaeology can be understood by the following points. Now we are going to just uh, read about some contribution which was made by John Marshall in the field of archaeology. So first is, he announced the discovery of new civilization, that is Indus Valley civilization. And the second is, he helped in the preservation or the conservation of Sanchi Stoop. Now move on to question number 2. Who was R.E.M. Wheeler? Mention any one of his contribution in the field of archaeology. This is much similar as question number 1, but in this we have to explain about Wheeler. So R.E.M. Wheeler was the Director General of Tyre Archaeology Survey of India. He was the first person who recognized that it was necessary to follow the stratigraphy of the mouth rather than dig mechanically along uniform horizontal line, which rectified the previous problem which was faced by the other archaeologists. Now, question number 3. Who was Cunningham? Mention any one account used by him to locate the early settlement of Harappan civilization. So the answer is, Cunningham was the first Director General of Archaeological Survey of India who began archaeological excavation in the mid 19th century. This is an important point. So, Cunningham used the account left by Chinese Buddhist pilgrims who visited the subcontinent between the 4th and 7th CE to locate early settlements. Now, question number 4. How were Harappa seals and sealings used to facilitate long distance communication, and what did the sealings convey? Harappa seal and sealings were used to facilitate long distance communication. The mouth of the bag of good was tied up with rope, and on the knot was affixed somewhat wet clay on which one or more seals were pressed, leaving an impression. This sealing conveyed that if the bag reached with the sealing intact, then it had not been tampered, and also conveyed the true identity of the sender of the goods. Now question number 5. Mention the two sections of the Harappan settlement and give one main features of each, or give two features of the Harappan settlements. So the answer is, the Harappan settlements were divided into two sections, that is the citadel and the lower town. Now their features are, the citadel was smaller but higher than the lower town and was walled. In the lower town, several buildings were built on platforms, and all buildings activity within the city was restricted to a fixed area on the platforms. Question number 6 is, give any two features of Harappan writing. Answer is, you have to just explain features of Harappan writings. So Harappan seals usually have a line of writing which remains untypical still today. Its features are, it is not alphabetical and has too many signs, however between 375 and 400. Second, the script is written from right to left.